Hey guys, Trip Headlong, the most targeted citizen. Jethro here. Jethro, Mr. Draws Unzipped. That's going to be his last name, Draws Unzipped, because his draws is always unzipped. Aren't they? Anyway, Townsend boys doing what we always do, working. Helping my buddy restore his house. Already ripped this all the shiplap off this wall, pulled it all off. There's no way to take that stuff off nicely. I was trying to be gentle, and there's just no way to be gentle with it because it's just where the joint is, it just breaks apart and it just makes a big mess. And it's got the 100-year-old square nails all the way up every joint. It's got the 100-year-old square nails. If it was staples, I could probably save it. Not staples. So we got that wall stripped. As you can see how far the header has fallen from the house just being abandoned pretty much. So I got this wall to take down, and then that wall there, and then everything on the other side here. All this beautiful shiplat's got to come down. This is going to be the bathroom. This is the first room we're going to build. But I got to get all this apart. The problem with this side is because they got this beam right here, that 2x4. Got it stopping me from getting under, behind that wall and breaking that shiplap loose. So it's just kind of locked in there. The only way I'll be able to get that out is come up the wall with a saw and cut it all the way straight down. Because if I start disassembling this, it's going to tear this wall out. And I could be wrong, but I think he's wanting to save that wall. See how pretty these walls are. They're beautiful walls. If I take that beam out, then it's going to mess that wall up. And you see how far the square is falling. Looks like Beetlejuice has been here, don't it? You can see how rotten it is. Hurricane Francis came through here a couple years ago, I guess 10 or so years ago, and ripped the top off this thing, and then they just left it. So my buddy bought it, and they had to go in and patchwork to haul the roof to get it back together again. But it's going to be a neat old house was done. But he's had pretty much built all the foundations. On the back side, we're going to have to dig it out and build a new foundation. I know how to lay brick and block as well. I've done it all. I've done just about every job on the planet you can do. Everyone within my moral capabilities. Whatever my Bible says I'm allowed to do is what I do. So, I guess I'll probably have to cut. As you can see, that's what they did with that wall. They just cut it out what looks like with a chainsaw. So, more than likely, that's what I'll have to do on the other side. All the way up. I was going to reuse this in my house because there's a whole bunch of it, and it's beautiful. What I'll probably have to do is put it in a planer and take the joint off of it where it actually laps together. I'll probably have to put it in a machine and just cut that whole joint out, and then when I put it up on the walls, just put it up square and nail it down with staples because it's beautiful. I'll get that, get it up on the walls, and then I'll sand it real good, and then I'll bleach it, and then I'll just do a clear stain over top of the bleach because I want it white inside my house. I want it real bright. So you can see how dark it is in here. He's putting smaller windows in it than I probably would have, but you know, when you're on a budget, you're on a budget. You do what you can do to get by. But this is going to be the kitchen here. That up there's the living room. This whole back is going to be a kitchen. Probably nothing but windows here. And like I said, bathroom here. If it were mine, I would take this whole wall down and make this one big bedroom and sitting area. And then I'd have a dining room on the other side. But this ain't mine. And I'd have a wraparound porch. I mean, this is a beautiful place. And I hope the Lord affords me an opportunity to have something nice like this in my future after I get my houseboat built. If anybody's interested in a bus, a tiny house bus, this is the one you want right here. He's got everything to build it, heat and air, the stove, sink, everything. All he's got to do is finish it. It's a Freightliner, I believe. Yeah, I think this is a Freightliner. And it runs like a dream. So if anybody's interested in that, reach out to me. I can give you all the details on this beautiful tiny house here. I mean, I wish everything I had ran as good as that thing does. But if you want any questions or comments on that, just let me know. I'll do all I can to get you in touch with my buddy and see if you can work out a deal. He was going to build this and live in this until they found this piece of property and kind of fell in love up here. So this is going to be his part of paradise on the hill. So the Townsend boys are at it. I guess I'm going to start knocking walls down. Or finish knocking walls down. I'm hot and bothered. You guys have a blessed day. See ya.